Hey guys, this is Rob and Burke. We're with Coyote Killers Incorporated. We're in our reloading room today. We've got the GOYOJO GRL325 mounted. We're mounted it on a 223 556. We're about to head out to the range, get this thing zeroed in, and we'll do some more comparison videos on some other scopes, as well as getting this thing sighted in and zeroed, and we'll get back with you while we're at the range. This is the gun I talked about earlier, also 556 in Bear Creek Arsenal. So this is the GOYOJO GRL325. It's a 384 resolution. Some of the things I like preliminary on this scope is I like the color palettes. It's got a green hot color palette that I like. I've got to use it just briefly in the woods with as a monocular to scan with when I first got it, but it kept going off after a few minutes, and so I actually got it that day, charged it, took it out in the field. I really wasn't familiar with all the buttons and the functions on it, so when I got it home, I went in, I changed that. I was able to turn off the automatic shut off. This book that comes with GOYOJO's the user manual is, you can see, it's pretty thick. It's very helpful. The detail in it is second to none as far as the scopes. Just a brief page or two that I'll show you. It actually breaks down each item on the menu. Like when you go into the function setting, it has these sub settings on here that's within this function, and it shows all those. And then the further you go in the book, it breaks each one of these down and how to use it. So it's very detailed. I like that. I'm super impressed with this. I do like the 18650 battery in this scope. It has a little longer run time. 6 to 8 hours is what it's calling for. The focal lens up here on the front, it's easy to turn. It's just reach up and dial it in to focus the objective lens. The mount was easy. Everything's been fairly easy with this thing. We're going to get into sighting it in and see what we come up with. So the one good thing about that first click of the cycle on this gun is to see if you're flinching or not when you're shooting your round. So we'll be able to go back at the video and see if I jerked or flinched, or was a good strong secure trigger pull, and that means a lot. That's something small in a video that allows you to tell a little bit more about yourself and see if you're flinching from a shot or anticipating, you know, the recoil. So we'll get into it a little more in depth, but we've fired our first shot. We're going to make some adjustments and we'll get back with you. But we're going to go ahead and make our second shot. We went into the reticle menu. We went into the sub menu, changed our X MOA, moved it to 20, moved our Y.
Where were you shooting on that first shot?
I was shooting low and to the right, about 2 foot actually to the right and about a foot low. So I moved the X axis to 20, and I moved the Y axis, the MOA, to 13, and went to the exit menu. I reset the distance to 100 yards. I went to exit, and then I exited back out of the main menu. So the screen unfroze, and so I made the adjustments on our lead sled here, and we're going to see our second shot where we're shooting. We may have to adjust off of that, but maybe that'll be a little closer. But so far it's been pretty cut and dry. You know, the menu buttons, the book is very detailed. If you have any questions, you can refer back. I mean, I've got the book right here, so It was really easy to navigate through. The buttons is menu, your up and down, and your power button. So I've got the recoil activated video on now. So once we're done, we'll pull the videos off, and we'll be able to attach these videos to this and edit those in so you can see the shots. So we'll take our second shot and see where we're at. All right, I need to move. So we're gonna make another adjustment. I think I over adjusted a little bit. So I was shooting high and to the right. Now I'm shooting about 2 inches to the left. Same height generally, but a couple inches to the left now of the target. So we're gonna move it a couple inches and then make another shot. We got everything sighted in. I've got it dialed in. I mean, dead on, straight down the gut at 100 yards. And so, as you can see out there, past 100 yards, we got some metal gongs set up at 200 yards. And so I just shot a gong at 200 yards, and it was dead on. We're gonna try to duplicate that again. I'm not certain about the audio recording on here. I do know that it does have good recoil activated video. So just for these purposes, we're going to video this and see if we can hear the gong hit down there like it did the previous shot. So we're going to give it a try and see. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. So that's a 200-yard shot with a GOYOJO 325. We're hitting metal gongs at 200 yards. They're 8-inch gongs. So I would say we're successful at getting this thing sighted in. It was very easy. We did go through quite a few rounds just getting it dialed in. I don't like to move big adjustments when you get to the end. I like to do things small and small increments to make sure you're getting really precise. And I would say an 8-inch gong at 200 yards is pretty precise, and I'm happy with the clarity of this scope. I'm happy with the color palettes. I'm happy with the battery. Hey guys, it's Coyote Killers Incorporated. It's Rob here and Bert behind the camera. He's my partner that hunts with me all the time, does a lot of our video editing. So I appreciate him being here. So we're back from the range. We wanted to give you a little rundown on the GRL325 and tell you a few things that I do like about this scope, as well as a couple of things that I'm not super happy with, but for the money, for the price point, can't beat the scope. It is, like I said, it is riding on top of a 223 5.56 NATO. This scope here has been good. I like the optics in it, or the view in it. It's got a ton I think 6 color palettes at this point. We did have to do the update on the firmware because it had a couple of little things that I was unsure about. It didn't come with black hot, so the firmware update gives us the black hot option, which I use a lot in foggy or humidity, as I just go to the black hot, which makes a gray background screen anyway. So the things that I do enjoy about this scope, it runs on one 18650 battery. The battery life shows to be 6 to 8 hours, which has been pretty spot on. It's running about 7 hours. It has the focal lens up here, the blue turner that you turn and focus your view out in the field. It does have the back lens for your lens to adjust what you're seeing inside the scope to crisp up the view inside the scope. It's easily mounted. The buttons on top are very well put together, easy to sight in. It's probably one of the easier optics that I've sighted in. I sighted this scope in on this particular weapon with 7 shots, which is phenomenal. You know, you can go through 40 or 50 shots sometimes on a scope that doesn't have a lot of instruction with it, but this scope was very easy to handle. The one drawback that I think if GOYOJO could go and do some changing and I'm not a real big fan of the camera style lens cover. As you can see, I just dropped it, so it's easier to lose in the field if you're not careful. It's just got the squeeze points on it where you can put it back into the end of the scope. And my big old hands, I got big hands, so I have to kind of put it in there and go ahead and squeeze it to get it to fit in, make sure it's in there. That's probably one of the things, if I had one complaint, that I would change. Other than that, this scope's been very easy to use. The color palettes are nice. I use a green hot on here a lot. That green hot is real easy on your eye. For the price point on this thing, you're looking at about $849 to $850 at this point, before any rebates or coupon codes are being used. Yeah, this scope has been real good. Super happy with it. We're going to get it back out in the field and do some more real world testing on it.